Hey, welcome back to Cassandra's Curse, where all the knowing does no good when no one will listen. Please give me the big five in the chat if you can hear me. Dave25 joining me. Hey, Dave, how are you doing? Hashtag what about the abuse? Hashtag what about the animal abuse? Oh, yeah, I know, right? What about hitting animals and all that good stuff? I agree. I know. And using them in footage while you're choking their leash or stepping on the tether or holding a knife up to them threateningly. And you just have to look at the reaction of the animal. He doesn't like it. He feels threatened and stressed out. You have to look at the reaction of the children. They are purposefully crying at the movements that Pickle Boy is making towards them in a threatening manner, or keeping them in a locked, dark room when they're scared and have autism and are going through sensory overload, or putting on a mask and scaring children and making them cry, and then continuing and making them film with you even while they're still crying. And you just continue to film and film and film. So, anyways, but thank you for joining me, Dave. Somebody, this Chastity, she just wanted to know if I was going to be coming on. And I remember I told you guys I was going to be coming on a little bit later today. I'm not going to be on that long. It's just I want to fulfill that promise that I made to you guys. So here I am. Now, I called this leaving the drama behind to continue the cause. Hashtag what about the abuse? What does that mean? Well, it means, hi, Matt. How are you doing, honey? It means that I think I've pointed out the monopoly enough, probably. I may have to point them out again. I don't know, but we're sticking directly to the material and the content. And where are we now in this exposure and in exposing this? Hey, Nocturnal, how you doing, honey? Where are we? Oh, okay. Well, we're at the point where we all know there's abuse. We all see it. And there's some people that are going, oh, shit. Get the daughter in New York up on a live stream with her daughters. Quick, get sympathy over there. And everyone in the family is in the chat trying to go right along with that theme. Okay, we're going to get sympathy. We're going to just ignore this. We're just going to manipulate. Pickle Boy's got some disease or something, or no, a disease. I don't watch his episode. Someone told me that he said he's got a hernia now and he might be dying. Well, you guys, if he's dying, we can't talk about the abuse or address it. Did you know that? If I'm getting attacked by someone in the monopoly for no reason who makes up a fake argument with a troll account, you guys, we can't address the abuse. The hashtag, it doesn't mean anything and it's not important, I guess. Okay, so where are we now? We're at the point where we're contacting the news. So I need everybody who's in the chat, Dave, Matt, Nocturnal Saints, Princess, can you guys contact the news outlets? Because when this gets exposed, I'm going to be thanking you guys. And if it ever gets exposed, I would like to fade into obscurity, because I'm sure they would love for you to think that someone wants to make a quick penny over here on abuse like they did. And you can quote me on it. I don't want anything to do with this family after I expose this, after this gets exposed, other than maybe having to reiterate the story and the struggle, because it's not just talking about the awareness and prevention and trying to prove to you guys with video footage and their own words that's backing up my opinions where I garnered my own opinions. It's not just that that's going on right now. At the same time, there's a monopoly hiding this, causing fake drama, fake arguments, pretending to be mad for no reason, pretending to have arguments with my channel when they're actually not even speaking to me and I actually don't support them or watch their channel at all. You have certain people that are causing fake drama and monopoly members that are pretending they're not friends when they do fake arguments that help build each other's channel up while causing a distraction for you guys when we should be contacting the news. They just struck the channel with all their own footage. You know? They themselves are watching this. They know it's abuse and they're trying to hide it and stay silent while causing a distraction. And then for everyone that they see attacking it, they're going, yes, look at that person we're manipulating. Look at that person that we got to not care about child abuse and child abuse for profit and domestic violence and awareness. Look at what we did. Look at what we're doing. That's their last hope, actually, probably, right? Those people getting the mob mentality and getting the majority of the people that already don't care or that love the monopoly for no reason. They give you, I don't know why you love them if they're lying to you and staying silent about abuse and telling you it's not important while trying to rip down this channel. But I guess keep supporting them, because that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to speak out and get people to follow this cause. I'm trying at the same time, while raising awareness for it, get people, beating them off with a stick, to not eat the cause up by laughing at it, laughing at the abuse. Isn't that sad? But aside from that, maybe you guys want to check out Pickle Boy's channel. Can you drop that music channel, the link? We're going to drop a link to his channel where he's got a bunch of rap songs where he talks about not believing in God, even though when his dad passes away, he wants sympathy for it. He wants you to think he's a good guy. And some people actually use death and sympathy and manipulate you into thinking they care about religion all of a sudden when they actually don't, so they could get the max amount of views and profit off those t-shirts and off those backpacks while pushing the angry, aggressive, abusive brand. That's what that's all about. So you guys want to listen, I'll drop the link right now. You guys definitely want to listen to these songs that he wrote himself as an adult, saying he doesn't believe in God. There's a picture in the thumbnail where he's choking one of the children, and he's got that scary mask on. I guess to people in Monopoly, it just doesn't matter. They listen to all these things. They're listening, right? All those people listen and they watch. They contribute to the dislikes, likes, whatever, and they never address what I'm talking about. It just goes in one ear and right out the other. They literally don't care. I'm telling you guys right now about a picture with Pickle Boy choking a child in one of his thumbnails of his rap songs. Click on the video. You could see it on that channel. And I bet tomorrow no one in the Monopoly will talk about it, right? Just like nobody's talked about the 7-minute video that just got dropped and got a strike. Nobody in the Monopoly has an opinion on it. Well, my opinion is stop supporting those people today. Unsubscribe, because they're profiting off abuse and they're profiting off of staying silent about it. And some staying silent for friendships, some staying silent because they get free merchandise, to include green screens, t-shirts, cameras for different people in the Monopoly, to include a paycheck for staying silent. Did you guys know that if I just gave up right now and maybe just started a completely new channel where I backed them up and supported everything they did, even when they were wrong, oh my gosh, they might even acknowledge me. Maybe I would get a shirt. You guys, maybe I could get one of those free backpacks. You guys, they wouldn't attack me anymore and I'd have more friends on here. And oh my gosh, wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, but then I'd be compromising myself as a person. So everyone that's making fun of the hashtag, because JJ told me that he goes into chats, he sees people laughing about this abuse, this child abuse for profit. Those aren't people I really want over here anyways. Do you see what I'm saying? They're kind of part of that toxic bunch that doesn't know that they could come over and support the hashtag and the message and then go watch whoever the hell they want. Or not support it at all, but why attack? Well, you're attacking to help support Daddy05, basically. Like, Daddy05 has supporters still on YouTube. And some people say, well, are you trying to take Pickle Boy's channel down? Well, no, I don't think it'll ever get taken down. It's still up there. Don't you see? There's still people fighting the hashtag and laughing at it. I don't presume it'll be going anywhere. Should it be gone? Probably, because he's the one that went against all the guidelines and the rules and the regulations and never got the strikes for them. I'm the one getting strikes left and right for abuse awareness videos where I don't even talk on them. So yeah, Princess Skate says, yeah, they're listening. Yeah, they're listening and not talking about it. But you know what? If this all wasn't real, couldn't they just refute it or just ignore it completely and not have anything to worry about? Could they do that? Yes or no? Well, yeah, of course. So why aren't they doing it? Why isn't that happening? Well, because it's real abuse and it's really there and they really don't want it to be exposed. They don't want to be exposed as Daddy05, even though they're the same exact people, profiting, laughing off of it, helping to contribute to the abuse in the Daddy05 situation, helping to abuse that child, helping to manipulate him, and stay silent in the situation when he knew abuse was occurring. None of those things should ever happen or go on. So Dave says, hashtag, what about the Bears slander? Exactly. Yeah, what about my channel getting slandered? And Dave and Lisa Lynn, who's an abuse survivor, and Cowpote. I mean, if people don't like Cowpote, address what you don't like about him, which might be the way he verbalizes things or whatever. But The way he talks has nothing to do with this hashtag. He's just one of the supporters of the hashtag. Like the Bears should be, because he's a dad. But he's not. Why isn't he supporting it? Well, he can't support it if he's too busy slandering my channel, pretending not to care, but it's really not even pretending. He really doesn't care. But nobody cares that he doesn't care, but why is he attacking? Because he's in the monopoly. He has to attack for them. He will back them up regardless. It doesn't matter what abuse I show tomorrow. It doesn't matter what video I show you tomorrow, which is going to be proving the proof some more. It doesn't matter. He'll still keep attacking. So unsubscribe to him. Don't watch, don't support, and move on to the next channel outside of this drama community, which I'm leaving behind, that doesn't care about this abuse. Majority of the drama community don't care. Well, then I don't care to waste one more second on you either. So we move on to another channel that cares. Can I get another water, honey? What's up, Outlaw? How are you doing, honey? Outlaw says hi to my mod, Ranger. Ranger says hello, right on back. Lovely Nurse says he has a hernia. The old man had the same hernia and he died during surgery, and Pickle Boy thinks he will die. Pickle Boy's tall tale. Yeah. Right, because, you know, he's the abuser. Some of the abusers can never take accountability, not even for their own footage, not even for having made millions of dollars off of it. So you guys have to feel sorry for him because he's going blind and deaf and has a hernia and is broke, and his home is getting broken into every 2 seconds, and the dogs have cancer, and guys, sounds like going down the rabbit hole. Sounds like someone's not addressing all the abuse they filmed for profit. Sounds like someone doesn't want to take accountability for how they made their millions on YouTube. Sounds like someone's running scared while manipulating you. And the daughter in New York getting up on camera with her kids, her little beautiful girls, it's also a manipulation because she also uploaded child abuse for profit too. Did she not? Can you drop the video that she uploaded so they could look at the URL and see it goes directly back to her? This is the daughter in New York, you guys, who uploaded child abuse, a psychotic, sadistic, nasty child abuse that Pickle Boy thinks is funny uploaded. Oh, excuse me. The daughter from New York uploaded as entertainment. So we'll drop the link to that so you guys can check that out. And what I'm trying to get at with the religion thing, because I have not told you guys what I believe or don't believe. But what do I see? Well, in my video, Where Do Our Prayers Go, Pickle Boy, that's on my channel, he's being disrespectful, calling Jesus an a-hole. So, and then he's written rap songs around that time too, saying he doesn't believe in God. Why does he believe in God all of a sudden in his rap song, Dear God? Why is he all of a sudden saying the dad's a good guy, even though my audience over here, and based on the footage that we see, and based on the stories that they expose himself, to include all this child abuse and neglect, he's not a good guy. He wasn't even a good dad. Well, then why is he saying that in the Dear Dad song? That the dad was a good dad, and, you know, there's heaven, and he's going to heaven, alluding to heaven and alluding to God. Why is he saying all that? Oh, because he's manipulating you, because he doesn't give a shit about you guys. He doesn't care how you feel at all. He just wants you to think what he wants you to think, which is that, well, if you think the best possible imagery about the dad and are loving and respectful, maybe you'll buy a backpack. Maybe you'll click and keep giving them their paycheck. Maybe you'll buy the t-shirt. Maybe you'll play the video game. Maybe you'll come over here and attack the hashtag. That's what it seems like to me. Uh-oh, where is everybody? Princess says he's trying to play on people's religious beliefs. Yes, which the majority of the people in this country have a religion. Is that correct or not? The majority of the people in this country are believers. And I would go so far to say, and, you know, everybody, believer or not, cares about people that pass away or gets affected by it negatively. So he can't be the person. This, you guys, it's, what about my real or fake videos? You guys watch that? Because I guess it's not really the dad that pretended to change. It's Pickle Boy, too. Because he went from a non-believer who was very disrespectful the way he spoke and calling Jesus an a-hole, writing rap songs about how he didn't believe in him. And then he wants to turn around and write Dear Dad, and he wants to tell you guys now that he is a believer. Because if he writes a song about not being a believer, not knowing where his dad's going, not knowing where the dad's going because of dad's behavior, because he's an abuser, admitting that the dad wasn't the greatest dad or a good guy and he was a child abuser, you guys aren't going to buy that song or listen or click like, right? So we got to maximize the views, maximize everyone in the audience that can relate to it, even though you're manipulating them with lies that he doesn't even believe himself. Maximize the profits at the expense and the manipulations of the audience. Isn't that nice? Nocturnal Saint says he claimed today that he's agnostic. Well, why is he saying that? Why is he saying that? Well, let me tell you, because he may be. Maybe he is. Maybe he is now. I don't know. But he wasn't agnostic when he was calling Jesus an a-hole or writing rap songs saying they didn't believe in him, didn't like him. But he could straddle the fence there by making it seem like he's a believer and or not, by still pushing the same message. Remember, he's disrespectful. Doesn't care about lying to you guys. He doesn't care about getting the story all twisted up and mixed up while manipulating you guys to sell backpacks and t-shirts so he can keep getting a paycheck over there. Even going so far as to tell people what, now he's dying? Well, you guys definitely can't listen to this message now or push the hashtag. Pickle Boy's dying. Oh, geez. What are we going to do? Nocturnal Saint says it puts him in a neutral place with his fans. Bingo, bango, bongo, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, he's able to straddle the line there. He doesn't just dislike or call him an a-hole anymore. Even though he's in that neutral position, right? He's driving a car. He put it in neutral now, right? Excuse me, sir. Why'd you write this song over here saying that you don't like God, you don't believe in him? Excuse me, sir. What about this footage over here and our prayers? Where our prayers go? All the prayers that people gave to you when you're manipulating them. Where do the prayers go? Do you take them seriously? Or is Jesus just a big a-hole? Well, that's up for him to decide or tell you, because he put the footage out there, right? He put the footage out there. So, yeah, that's something that he's doing. It's a manipulation, putting himself back in a neutral. He said in the song, Dear Dad, the dad was a good dad. Was the dad a good dad? I'm asking my audience. In the song, Dear Dad, Pickle Boy writes a line that says, my dad was a good dad. Was the dad a good dad? Is that the standard we have for our fathers in this world? Is that the standard? You can you try to drown your kids, you can abuse them, throw glass in their face, knock a door down on top of them. Haven't shared that story yet. That's on the Daughter in New York's channel. Was he a good dad? Everyone says he wasn't a good dad. Randall says he didn't listen to the song. Listen to the song. It's talking about God and heaven and the dad's a good dad. And I'm just telling you that he put all the material out there that shows otherwise. Right? And either you guys are adults closing your eyes to it, which I know you're not, or you see it and you're like, well, wait a second. What do you mean he was a good dad? You said he tried to kill you. He threw a glass jar in your face, didn't take you to the hospital, but he bought you a Batman toy. What about when he tried to drown your sister? What about when he flipped out with the camping story? There was a camper and the daughter from New York was living in it, and he flipped out on her and he destroyed the whole thing and made her move out. Well, he made her move back into the house, but he had a friend, a drinking buddy, that was living in her room. And when she went to go ask for her room back because he destroyed her trailer, the dad didn't let her have it back. He just let his drinking buddy stay in there. Is that a good dad? What about allowing the grandkids to get abused just until last year? So says Pickle Boy. That's an opinion I came up with based on their own footage and their own audio. Right? The scapegoated brother going nuts online and abusing people, and me being worried for the children and the old man who was abusing the kids with the neglect. Mind you, that's when he wasn't spanking them. Needing to have take anger management classes, court ordered, but that opinion didn't come out of nowhere. That's according to the old man. So eventually, maybe the people that took all these stories and put them out there, including the old man and Pickle Boy and all the family members, maybe they could come to agree that they exposed this all themselves. They did. They exposed it all themselves. And I'm just garnering opinion based on what I'm seeing and hearing, based on the daughter even coming over here. No one asked her to come over here. She came over here and said that this abuse footage made her sad, and she had an abuse perspective in her family, and that they were keeping her children from her. Nobody made her come over and say that. She reached out to this channel. So what's the problem now that I formulate an opinion about it? Well, the problem is it may affect money. It all comes down to money. And I told you guys that I don't care about money, and they do. So there's the conflict. That's why people are attacking the hashtag and laughing about it. They're helping to back and support people that are backing up millions of dollars in a brand that is backed up and supported only by lying and manipulating to children and adults. To include telling children that a child abuser is a good dad and a good man. No, I wish all those kids could come by my channel so I could let you know, prior to you getting in a relationship, you don't want to get with someone like the old man. You don't ever want to put up with that, because you just may end up burning a cross under your arm, which is what happened with the mom, right? Pickle Boy said in the divorce interview, right after the divorce, the mom burned a cross under her arm. Oh, let me guess why. They were so mean to her and made her feel so bad about herself over things that she couldn't control, to include them abusing her and to include her taking accountability for their abuse, that she burned a cross under her arm. Self-mutilation. It was her coping mechanism. Who had to deal with all that yelling and screaming? All those episodes that made everyone laugh so much that they want to upload as entertainment. Somebody had to take all that abuse. And during their whole life and their family, and in here listening to their child abuse stories and looking at all this abuse footage of the mom, what do you think happens to an animal that's put through all that kind of abuse? What do you think happens to a child? What do you think happens? Well, the scapegoated daughter's been to jails, drug addictions, wasn't even the sole guardian and parent of her own children. Same with the scapegoated brother. Daughter in New York's got depression. Can't upload sometimes, but it's doing great right now all of a sudden. Needing you to think that everything's fine and dandy over there. What about Pickle Boy? What about his problems? Thinking that abuse is funny. And in one of his rap songs, going so far as to acknowledge that he got through it with laughter. But that's not when he's not writing about killing his girlfriend and abusing children and burying people. I mean, can you drop that link again to that channel so they can look at that? Look at all that music. It's pretty sick, some of the writing. I mean, he tried to go kind of Eminem-esque on it. The old rapper Eminem. Sounds like him. And I go so far to say that, you know, he has some talent in some respects, but writing about abusing people and killing people is it's pretty sick. And it makes you think it's even more sick after you see the footage of him keeping those kids in that room, in the dark room when they're crying, and filming kids crying is not okay, and making them cry is not okay. And another thing is he makes the children kind of bow down to him without him changing, which is you're going to be in this family and go through abuse. Even though they say they love you, you're going to go through it no matter what. So what happens when the youngest baby's crying about him wearing the mask? Does Pickle Boy ever take the mask off? Does he ever alleviate the child's fears by removing the mask? No. The child has to modify himself and hug the uncle while trying to look at self-identifying tattoos in order to soothe his own fears, because Pickle Boy refuses to change. He refuses to take the mask off. There's another episode with Christmas where the old man is saying, there ain't no Santa Claus. And, he's talking really bad about government programs that help people that need help around Christmas time and throughout the year to get by, helping people with poverty. He was speaking very, very poorly about it. And at some point in that footage, Pickle Boy is covering the ear of the nephew because he doesn't want the nephew to hear because he knows it's bad. But the nephew could still hear. Why? Because Pickle Boy's only covering one ear. Where's the other hand? It's holding the camera right in the kid's face. He's exploited these kids, and he even knows it himself because he's trying to cover up their ears from hearing horrible, bad things on Christmas, to include there's no Santa Claus, the government F this, F that, just hearing a mean old man going off. That mean old man ruined all their Christmases. If you don't believe me, just look at the footage. They put it out there themselves. I just got a strike for putting that footage together. Just tell you guys it's abuse and you should get help. And I didn't even talk on the video and I got a strike, and nobody's looking at the strike. Is that correct? Everyone's kind of just ignoring the video now with you at YouTube. So I don't even know what Pickle Boy is so worried about. He doesn't even need to pretend that he's dying. He doesn't need to pretend the dogs have cancer. You got a whole drama community down here laughing at the hashtag Pickle Boy. So, I mean, there's no, I mean, you're golden. You're good. I don't know what you're so worried about. Princess Skate says she was telling her daughter about Pickle Boy terrorizing the kids, and the first thing out of the mouth was, that guy is one angry dude. Well, Pickle Boy knows his dad was angry. He wrote it in his rap songs. Grandpa, oh my God, the dude is mean, I know. That's his first line in that one rap. Grandpa, oh my God, the dude is mean, I know. And when he's not busy telling you he's mean, he says in the descriptions of some of these old videos that the dad's abusive. But then again, he's the one sharing the childhood abuse stories. They know about the abuse. They, of all people, know how they've been affected by it. And they're the ones telling you it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that it does. And they're the ones getting kind of so hot and bothered about it, but that they have people in the monopoly attacking for no reason, all while they never refute it. Are they refuting any of this? Nah. I mean, we've had the cleanup guy over here. He could have refuted it a long time ago. He's just busy laughing about it. They could go and refute it tomorrow and tell you why it's fake and maybe shut down my whole channel. But there's nothing to refute it. So they just need you to blindly laugh and attack it. Randall says he saw me on Philip DeFranco's stream today. Oh, did you see me? I messaged him about 50 times, and then I was like, oh gosh, I give up. Bye. I don't even know if he's seeing it. I may be preaching, singing to the choir. I have no idea. Somebody asked me earlier, they're like, how did Daddy 05 get called into question? And Pickle Boy got away with all that he did, even helping Daddy 05 abuse the kids while staying silent, while filming all the same kind of abuse footage. How's he gotten away with it? Well, I don't know. It hasn't been exposed yet. Maybe YouTube doesn't want to take accountability for the fact that they allowed their platform to be used like that, and they don't want to show that they did something else wrong. I have no idea. Lovely Nurse says he's a sadist. She truly believes that he enjoys abusing children and animals. Vile creature. Well, he thinks it's funny. He thinks it's content, and he thinks he deserves money for it. He's really sick, egotistical, narcissistic, sadist psychopath. Randall says, if you talked in that striked video, can you re-upload it? Maybe. We might be able to work it around. And it won't be like montage style again with me talking, but then they'll just strike it again. And then what if YouTube doesn't even bother looking at it like they're looking at it now? So all I could do as of now is just keep it on Vimeo. And if you guys haven't seen it, look at it and share it with somebody new on your social media platforms, and maybe call the media and the news. Ben says that was his old intro. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. He's known for a long time that the dad was abusive and that he was mean and that, I mean, the dad being mean is not even what's being called into question. We all know that, you know, we all see it. Princess says Pickle Boy knows the kids that are the majority of his subs will really believe his dying stories. Oh yeah. Yeah, they just blindly believe it. And you get sympathy. What's that called? Oh, it's manipulation. It's getting the kids or the audience to believe what it is he wants them to believe, which is not to care about the abuse or the abuse for profit or that he made millions of dollars off it. He wants you to care that he's dying all of a sudden. And now he's dying. Okay, we believe you. It's great. What about the abuse? Because even if you're dying, you got to address this abuse, right? The old man passed away. Well, okay. What about the abuse he made millions of dollars off of that you normalized to a bunch of people? You have to take accountability for that. The daughter in New York's being very manipulative in her own right. She uploaded a picture of the dad writing something to her daughters. And I was like, what about the abuse? You know, what about this child abuser? What if her dad abused her kids the way she was abused by him? What then? Do you think she would say that's okay for her daughters to be abused the way that her dad abused her? All those stories that you heard that he abused her? Would that be okay? Spitting in little girls' faces, allowing sexual abuse to occur, beating them up, throwing doors on top of them until they're so scared they got to jump out of windows. That's a story from the daughter in New York. So if she's constantly uploading things about, so what's my point about telling you about the little note? She uploaded a note on Twitter about the dad saying he loves the little girls. What do you think everyone says in the comments section, other than me, that's trying to address this abuse, who's still in line trying to address the abuse? What's everyone saying? Aww. Everybody. Yeah. So if everyone's going, aww, about the dad, or going, oh my God, Pickle Boy's dying. Oh my gosh, we can never get to addressing this abuse, that they're causing distractions in order for you not to care. That's basically what's going on. Princess says she doesn't know how YouTube justifies striking my channel for re-uploading a video that was originally uploaded by Pickle Boy. Well, originally uploaded by Pickle Boy and the daughter in New York. Don't forget that. The footage of the kids being tortured in that room while playing the video game and the little boy having sensory overload from his autism and basically peeing himself because he's not allowed to leave the room until he's scared with a scary hand. That was uploaded by the daughter in New York. She's profiting off the abuse as well. Now, all that content was uploaded by their family. It's all spread out on their channels and it's all still there. It's all still there. And I don't see anyone refuting anything that I say. They just attack. Is that correct? Is it correct that no one's ever had a real discussion about anything over here? And there's nothing to refute and they just attack or are staying quiet about it? Is that safe to say? I have not seen that video. No, I have not seen that video yet. As I said, I don't watch them. But if there's something that you guys think is important that you guys want me to check out, let me know about the episode. Other than that, I don't watch their newer episodes at all because they're watching this channel. Pickle Boy blocked me on Twitter after Daddy05 went down. He's scared shitless, and he's causing distractions over there, to include dying now. Now he's dying. Let me tell you something. This goes back to my point. Let me ask the audience this. Even if Pickle Boy was literally dying right now, would it change hashtag what about the abuse or his accountability for it? Or is it a manipulation tactic he's using to control you guys, the audience, into not caring? Answer me that. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Is he, if he's dying, does he still have to be held accountable for his creations and for making millions of dollars? If you go to work and earn a paycheck, you have to put the work in, right? Okay. He put all the video footage and exposures in, right? He's got to take accountability for his work, right? Yes or no? Do we all at the end of the day have to take accountability for what we do and what we say? whether it be uploading entertainment, abuse as entertainment and calling it entertainment and collecting money, whether it be manipulating the audience into thinking that you're dying because you know that every news media outlet is being contacted right now to get this story out there. Yes, it is illegal there. Um, Lovely nurse. Lita, maybe the mold caused the hernia. Yes, he is accountable. Yeah, okay. Everyone's saying, well, everyone but Abby Cat is saying he's accountable. I don't know why Abby Cat's not saying he should be held accountable for the abuse. So everybody is saying he should be held accountable for all this abuse footage. And I guess that would include the daughter in New York as well, right? The daughter in New York who uploaded abuse for profit. Hey, nerdy one. How are you doing, honey? Randall says he lived in a hotel-sized apartment with bed bugs. Well, Randall, you can make millions of dollars on YouTube. Just film abuse. Well, I could do whatever I want. It's only bothering you because you're the one over here in my chat not addressing the abuse. So see you later. Huh? What? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, come on, guys. You guys wake up to the chat. There's people that float in here that don't talk about what we're talking about. They talk about the distractions and manipulations that Pickle Boy wants you to believe, which is that he's dying or that he's not a bad guy or that he's doing illegal activities when I've already called the police long ago and Diaz says he invited it himself, did he not? Community-based services had to open up a file on them and get involved with that family to help protect those kids. So maybe that's what we should be talking about. The knives that he holds up to children, the manipulations with having you believe he believes in God one minute and not the next. Is it safe to say that him and the dad filmed themselves being really nasty, grotesque, disgusting, and abusive to women, to children? And then at 2012, they just started pretending to be someone else. And now me exposing this has to go against all the lies they fed you. So when people have to be told for the first time, oh, there's abuse going on here, they get mad about it, some people, because they don't believe it. Or they don't want to be, told that they've been lied to all these years by Pickle Boy, someone that they love, someone that they contributed all that money to in the paycheck. But that's what's going on, is it not? It's exactly what's going on. His address is online if you want to have the DA. Oh, no. We don't want that. Oh, well, wait a second. Because he is showing illegal activity over there, is he not? To include, yeah, I don't know. What you guys decide to do based on the footage he puts out there, that's on you guys. I can't control what you do at all. But I see that you care. I know that you care very much. Randall says he wants me to feel sorry for him. Don't feel sorry. Don't feel sorry for abusers. And don't let them make you feel like it's you or your fault when last I checked, this was all their own footage, right? And isn't it so strange that they think somebody would develop an opinion based on their own stories of abuse? They think it's weird that I believe them when they say they've been abused. Or they think it's weird that the daughter thinks, she came over and said she was abused. They think it's weird that I believe her. What's even more weird is that she's going around saying that she's not abused, has never been abused now, and that she's never talked to me. That's what's even more weird. Isn't that weird, you guys? I wonder why she's doing that. Why do you guys think she's doing that? Nerdy one says exactly they're fake. They're racist, homophobic abusers. Hey, even Pickle Boy is homophobic because I seen you throwing around that, excuse my language, this is his word in an episode. He used the word dyke. Where did he pick up that word at? If the dad is an absolute homophobic, racist child abuser, and he raises Pickle Boy, and Pickle Boy is using the word dyke, and he's saying racist things himself as a grown man, and he's speaking out against Jesus, but then later on saying he's a believer, or he's straddling that line, being agnostic. Is it possible that some nasty abusers got one over on the whole audience? They found their niche, that they could profit off of abuse, profit off being bad people, all while trying to press to you that they are good people. Check out my real or fake video, because you really got to watch that. If you're watching it intently at all the abuse, you have to remember manipulation is abuse. It's an abuse tactic. And there's a great manipulation and lie that happened to millions of people on their channel. Even to this day, a lot of kids still believing or not thinking about abuse, or people laughing about it, not caring. Look at my real or fake video. The dad calls himself a hustler. He hustled millions of people for millions of dollars, and so did Pickle Boy. Making decisive decisions. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not going to make the maximum amount of money if I pretend that I don't believe in God, and I talk poorly on God, and I say that I hate my dad because he's a child abuser, and I abuse kids in the picture, choking out a child in one of those thumbnails. He's not going to maximize the amount of money. But at some point, he realized he could. And that's what YouTube partnership. And that's where this great big change came. But money doesn't change you. Does money change people? This is for the audience. Everyone in the chat. Does money change you? Can money change people? Can money change people? Does money change you? Okay, let me reword this question. Some people think you can change for money. Okay, so if you're racist and homophobic, and in 2012, in my real or fake video, you all of a sudden say you're not, and you get more money, is that person still homophobic or racist? Are they still an abuser, and did they abuse people? Thank you. I don't think it's real change myself, but I don't know. I'm confused. Are all these people saying that they think that's real change? They're saying yes. I don't know either. I'll ask one more time. I'm going to ask one more time, and then we're going to move on, because I'm not, your opinions are your opinions. I made a real or fake video, and in it, there's clear footage of abuse and the dad being homophobic and racist. After 2012, with the YouTube partnership, they need family-friendly content, so says YouTube, from this family. And they're only going to give them that contract if they do that. And then all of a sudden, they try to produce less child abuse. And all of a sudden, the dad says, you treat women with respect. I'm just wondering, is that real change? Do you think the old man really changed? Okay. Jennifer says, I meant to say yes, they're still homophobic and racist. Money doesn't change that. Exactly. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because I asked the woman on here, she's a lesbian, she's an older lady. I said, well, let's say someone's saying homophobic remarks and racist remarks so easily, it's so fluid, as if they're drinking water. This old man from the South, he's a child abuser, abused his wife. And at some point, in my real or fake video, I take the time to show you, at some point, Pickle Boy pretends to be some great guy, and the dad starts acting like he's some great guy, and the majority of the audience believes it. All at the same time, the dad tells you, I'm a hustler. He says he's a hustler. Hustles people for money. For $50, I'll love anybody. For $50, he'll love anybody. That's what he said himself. So if somebody hands you money and you're racist, and all of a sudden after you get the money, I'm not racist anymore. I'm not homophobic. Is that real change? That's what I'm getting at in the real or fake video. For me, it's not real change. Real change doesn't come when you get millions of dollars to do it. It's just a big lie and manipulation to the audience, period. That's all that it is. But if you guys haven't checked out that video, please check it out. It's called Real or Fake. And check out the video on Vimeo. Check out the channel with all his rap music on it, where he says he's not a believer and he's choking out a child. Are you guys okay with Pickle Boy choking out a child in a thumbnail picture while scaring them with a mask on? It's so funny because well, actually, it's not funny, but I put footage of him holding knives up to children, and it's so interesting. But the next day, I get attacked by people laughing at the hashtag, but they don't tell me why. They don't tell me why it's funny or why it's okay. They just attack it and laugh at it. It's kind of interesting, but Nerdy One says, when I said, yes, they do change with money, I meant that people put the airs and act fake. She was confused by the question. I know, I'm sorry, honey. I had to reword it because I was like, I don't think these people believe that money will change you. Not especially in this context, dealing with somebody who was hateful towards gay people. Was he not? I just got to quote him. He ain't goddamn queer, throwing presents on a baby on Christmas. He actually hated gay people. That's hate. But after 2012 in the real or fake video, he uses gay people that commit suicide because of being bullied to further his cause, to make you think he does like gay people and he's a good guy. He says, why do you guys attack gay people? That is so stupid and this and that. Well, what do you mean? A year prior, you're throwing toys and trash and ruining the Christmas of a child. So maybe it's up to them to explain how just a year later, the dad all of a sudden doesn't believe in being homophobic, but only after getting a bunch of money with the YouTube partnership with family-friendly content that YouTube was specifically asking from them. And unless they could produce it, they weren't going to make more money. So all of a sudden, you take people who are some of the grimiest, nastiest, the biggest liars, the biggest child abusers, sadistic, psychopathic, homophobic, racist people I've ever seen that exposed it themselves on their older episodes that just changed for more money. Don't believe me? Look at my real or fake video. I took the time to show it in there. And now I got to take the time to try to get people to care about the video that they struck with all their own video footage that they uploaded for profit, to include child abuse footage uploaded by the daughter that lives in New York. So make sure to contact the news media, you guys. I got to get going. Make sure to contact the news and contact Dr. Phil, contact Philip DeFranco, contact the people that exposed Daddy 05, because this is the same exact story that's going unexposed. And none of them have been able to refute it because they'd have to be backpedaling all of their stories, everything they put out there for you to believe to be real. And if they backpedal it now, it'd be one big mind manipulation. But then again, so is staying silent while having people monopoly attack, right? Anyways, lots of love to everybody. Take care. Thank you to my mods. I'll be back on later. I need to work on a video. Stay tuned for my video on my regular channel, Roasted Studios channel. Cassandra's Curse, where all the knowing does no good when no one will listen. Love to everybody. Keep the word up. Stay strong. Don't give up. Don't cave in. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.